pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Mondays of Thunder Cup Series season finale, presented by Shetner Customs, live from the Michigan International Speedway. We here at JTN are so glad you're joining us here tonight for what promises to be a great night of racing action with the boys of MOT. Stars and cars are out here in the night, because, folks, it's the right time. Hello and welcome. My name's JoeTowNetwork. I'll be taking you through our coverage here tonight from the Michigan International Speedway for what is 69 laps to decide our Mondays of Thunder Cup Series champion. 4 drivers come into this race with an opportunity to hoist the ultimate crown, to hoist the big trophy, but only one will be able to walk away with it. This, of course, is your AutoSim 2 race preview. Remember, you can get AutoSim 2 now. It's now available for you on Steam. Just search AutoSim 2. It's the premier text-based motorsports simulation game. Again, that's AutoSim 2. It's available now on Steam. Qualifying currently underway for these guys. We'll highlight our championship 4 when we get the opportunity. Actually, let's talk about them right now because it's a picturesque night. Why not talk about the drivers that are in the title fight? So Keith Hughes in the 82, he was the first to punch his ticket with a win at Phoenix in the first race of the playoffs, and also closing out the opening round of 4 races with a win at Chicagoland. Jeff Prochatsky won race number 2 at Atlanta. Jeff, of course, is the season 7, champion. Oh, mind that. That's Jess Hanna in the number 16 won playoff race number 3 at Talladega a few short weeks ago right here on JTN. And, of course, Matt Moss, your Truck Series champion, won a few weeks ago. Or didn't win, actually. Matt didn't win. But he got in on points. He got in the hard way, not the easy way, or the easy way, not the hard way, depending on your outlook on life. So the final 4 are as follows in numerical order. The 3 of Matt Moss, the 5 of Jeff Prochatsky, the 16 of Jess Hanna, and the 82 of Keith Hughes. You're starting to see those qualifying times trickle across the top of your screens at home. Make sure you say hello in chat. Always love seeing everyone tuning in here to JTN on a Monday night. Again, Monday's a Thunder Cup Series season finale presented by Shetner Customs. Winner taking home a fat check for what promises to be an excellent night of racing action here from Brooklyn, Michigan. Just waiting for qualifying to run to its conclusion. And, yeah, folks, we're going to have this show on the road in just a few minutes. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you, if you want to get in on the action, you can head on over to Mondays of Thunder's website. Got that link down in the video description below, as well as their Discord. Got the SummerSlam series coming up here in the summer on Monday nights. A bunch of short tracks. Going to be some great racing action. You're not going to want to miss out on it. Again, you can check that out. We got their Discord as well as their website linked in our video description below. Helicopters surrounding the track right now. And just flying around, doing their thing, and it looks like qualifying is over, so I'm going to take you through tonight's starting lineup. Row 1 tonight, it's going to be one of our Championship 4 contenders, Keith Hughes in the 82, posting a time of 39.812 seconds. And to his outside will be the 15 of Bobia MK. Tate Dorsey in the number 6 going to line up right behind his all-time high rival in the 3rd spot, with Jeff Perchatsky as 2nd of our Championship 4 in 4th. Row 3 sees the 1 of Cade Welty and the 3 of Matt Moss, our 3rd Championship 4 contender. Ken Squires and Samuel L. Cruz going to line up on row number 4. Row 5, rounding out your top 10, it's going to be Mike Carroll in the number 35, and Cameron Jameson in the 31, rounding out your top 10. In position number 11 tonight, it's going to be the 43 of Greg Shetner, with Jose Reyes Jr. to his outside. Jess Hanna, final driver of our Championship 4, starting all the way back in position number 13 behind the wheel of his number 16 car, with Aaron Hall to the outside in the 20. Hez Clark rounds out the cars that took a time in the number 10 and 15th, then Chad Heyer, Benjamin Snyder, and Charles David. Don't know if those last two will be starting here tonight. Nonetheless, a strong field, at least 16 deep. We're going to have a good one for you here tonight on JTN. Throughout this race as well, you can make note of our Championship 4 cars. They have the yellow banners adorning their windshields. Perchatsky there in the UCLA car. Yes, Hanna in the 16 Hoonigan Ford. Has a tough task in front of him. To climb from all the way back in 13th to the front, which doesn't sound like a crazy climb, but with only 69 laps to get something done, nice. It might just be a challenge. If anywhere, there's Matt Moss in the number 3 Wisconsin Badgers Chevrolet. Not the worst Big Ten team you can cheer for, we all know that. Good looking Chevrolet Camaro. I think Keith is hiding from us. Greg Shetner there in the 43 to the inside. I come up the track slides in front of Aaron Hall in the 20. Aaron Hall with the Goodyear colors on board that Ford Mustang. Saw the 43 get into the wall again. Working happy hour here, so just these drivers getting their last little tests and tunes and bits in. Champion going to get a custom t-shirt. We'll get a gift card for the champion as well, and prize for the race winner again, all courtesy of Shetner Customs here tonight. So a big shout out to them and Greg Shetner for their support of the Mondays of Thunder Cup Series season finale tonight from the Michigan International Speedway. Is Clark here in the number 10. I have to be careful not to confuse this with the 35 tonight. Similar colors on those cars. There you see the 35. One's a Honda, though. One's a Ford. Might be a better marker. It's Cade Welty there in the 1. All these two part of a thrilling race 1 week ago from Charlotte here on JTN. There's Keith Hughes, last of our Championship 4, of course, in the Mountain Ops Honda Civic tonight. But again, you can see the yellow playoff banner there on the 82. Again, he'll be rolling off on the pole. Did a pretty good job in this race last year, if memory serves me correctly. At least here at Michigan. Emil Cruz in the 13. That's a good looking combo paint scheme there. Again, folks, as always, encourage you, be a friend, tell a friend about our streams here on JTN. Word of mouth advertising is the best advertising. If you like what you see, tell your friends about it because they might too. Again, you can follow us at JoeTowNetwork on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, as well as right here at youtube.com/@JoeTowNetwork. Cameron Jamison in the 31, currently on top of the board here in practice. There you see the Nesquik Ford. Bunch of good-looking race cars here tonight. And higher there in the number 7. Got the win in that Maverick Cup Series race last week. The City Chevrolet here tonight. It's got some rating on the bumper too, and on the side. A little too quick. Play their Days of Thunder quotes. ET is though gonna go on by here. Gotta have a Days of Thunder car in the Mondays of Thunder race. It technically is a Day of Thunder. Folks, here we go. Strap in for 69 laps of racing action here tonight from the Michigan International Speedway. Await the command to get engines fired here from MIS. Missing a few there on the grid, but nonetheless, we will roll off. Again, 69 laps here. Broken down into 3 stages, 23 laps apiece. No cautions, with under 5 laps to go in a stage or under 5 laps to go in the race. Folks, tell us where you're tuning in from tonight. We'd love to see folks say hello. Got a lot of people watching for what is going to be one of the best races you will ever see. This track always puts on a show, and these boys at Mondays of Thunder, they are ready to let it all go. Keith Hughes with control of this race of the championship coming into this night. Green flag, we're underway in the Mondays of Thunder season finale. Already seeing Tate Dorsey working to the inside of Jeff Perchatsky. Bo Perchatsky with a good run in this Bruin Chevrolet. Dorsey, though, on the bottom, trying to get to the inside of rival Keith Hughes for the lead. They'll be side by side coming off of turn number 4 down through the tri-oval. Hughes will ride the momentum to lead the opening lap. Doesn't matter, though, if you're one of these championship drivers. Points do not matter. You just have to be the highest finisher at the end of the night. Chasky giving a big push there. Or given a big push from Bobia MK in the number 15. I think they got people joining and unjoining the server. That's going to cause some issues. Nonetheless, everyone getting in line, though, at the front single file. Top 6 now. Minding their P's and Q's. Here comes Perchatsky looking for the lead. Not only the race, but the championship. Help from Matt Moss there on the bottom. That 3 car, of course. We talked about your Truck Series champion. We were told to mention it a couple times. Might have been slipped a couple dollars and maybe an offer to attend grad school at Wisconsin. Oh, we got contact further back. Aaron Hall's into the outside wall. Caution going to be out. Game's going to crash. Oh, don't you love to see it? So first caution of the night going to come out, and we are only going to see the backside of it, unfortunately. But the first caution of the night strikes through the midfield. Oh, you gotta love it.
Drivers, to your cars.
So Jeff Perchatsky, your leader here under our first caution of the night. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get you any witness of what happened in that first incident. Do know, though, that the 20 Aaron Hall was one of the first cars involved in it. Doesn't look like damage is too severe on that 20 car. But again, caution number 1 out here from Michigan. Oh, that is an unfortunate one. See how the field elects to play this first yellow. Looks like everyone got to come down. Keith Hughes late. Get back on track. He'll try to keep some track position here, but tires look to be the call. As there you see Jess Hanna there in the infield waving those flags. It's awesome to see the support that these MOT guys give to their fellow driver. Inflatable Jess is all over the racing facility here tonight. Don't get any ideas. Whole field, though. Save for 2. Going to come down pit lane here under our first caution. Antonio Irvin in chat. Welcome in, Antonio. Thanks for tuning in. This is definitely the best track for a season ender. And yes, that was a major oh no moment. Oy vey. Perchatsky wins the race off pit road with ease. Samuel Cruz, 31 of Cameron Jamison. Again, under our first caution of the night for incident. have lost Greg Shetner out of this race. Benjamin Snyder also has not run a lap just yet. Don't know if he's going to be able to. Waiting for the choose. Let's choose. Got the big choose cone there. Mike Carroll's just going to run it over. So will the 10 car of Clark. They will have to drop to the rear. So Keith Hughes with control here coming back to the green. Again, got Jeff Perchatsky right behind him. And the one car, Cade Welty, to his outside. Coming back to lap 8 of 69 here. 8 of 23 in stage 1. Great flag. We're back underway. Top 3 all able to get single file. Top 3 in the championship. They are waving to Jess Hanna goodbye as the 16 is still mired back in traffic. Kate Dorsey looking to the inside. Cade Welty in the number 1. This car's built a little tight on corner exit, so you have to be careful when you get back to the gas through the center. The top 4 now all going to be single file heading back into turn 1 as Perchatsky's looking to the outside of Hughes. Opens the door for the 3 of Matt Moss there on the bottom. That Wisconsin Badgers Chevrolet badgering the 5 UCLA Bruins Chevy of Perchatsky. Pretty sure a Bear would beat a Badger, but, you know, you never know. Badgers can be pretty rabid. Badger fans even more. Hey, that's why we love them. And Perchatsky right now, I think, just content to ride behind the 82 of Keith Hughes. Oh, I'm sorry, Greg. Got some technical difficulties for the 43. Not going to allow him to run here tonight. But again, big thank you to Greg Shetner and Shetner Customs for their sponsorship of this race here tonight, giving prizes to the winners. Jess Hanna's still mired back in traffic right now in the 16. Not going to miss that car with the bright red wheels. Keith Hughes, though, still your leader. Older tires than everyone else. Oh, yeah, MK having some issues further on back in the 15. Zay Reyes Jr. was lurking to the inside. Samuel Cruz up the track. Gonna squeeze this one car. That got a little tight. Welty, though, able to hold his ground on the outside. Help from Jamison in the 31. Now Cruz going to fall back all by his lonesome on the bottom. These cars on older tires able to hold steady with the front of the field. And the 82 and 1 did not pit under that caution. One guy driving back to the front is the 20 of Aaron Hall. Talked about it, involved in the early incident. Now is challenging for a spot up inside the top 5. Gets to the outside of Moss in the 3 and moves up into the 5th position. And that is Aaron Hall in the 20. Rachatsky, though, still looking to the outside of Keith Hughes. These cars are dancing around tonight. At the line, it'll be 10 laps to go here in stage number 1. Again, stages do not matter for these Championship 4. But you still want to win anytime any sort of checkered flag is dropped. And things start to get sorted out. Higher to the inside of Moss with help from MK in the 15. That 7 car going to be clear of the 3. See if he pulls the slide job on corner exit. And MK also going to do something similar. Slides up in front of that 3 off of turn number 2. I don't think Matt's going to take that too kindly. He is the Truck Series champion after all. Don't look now. Here comes Jess Hanna in the 16. Jess is knocking on the door of the top 5. Big slider from the 3 further on back. He completes that pass. He just side by side with 13 of Cruz. That 16 is quickly storming his way to the front of the field here, coming to the end of this stage. The racing has been intense, to say the least, here to start this one. These drivers all willing to try to make some passes. Top 3 single file. Battles on for 4th. Hall to the outside of Hanna. The 16 has more immediate help. The 20 has the help of the outside line and the cars in front. Both are key contributors to having a good run here. Saw MK with a big swerve there. That dark blue with the fluorescent colored green. Volkswagen. People's car. Jess Hanna now looking for 3rd to the inside of Cade Welty in the 1. And Jess, he just continues his climb up through the field. And started the furthest back of our Championship 4, but has shown he can make passes, which will be crucial in the late portion of this race. Big moment there for the 1 behind the 5. They're 3 wide. Perchatsky lost all his momentum down the back straightaway. He's going to lose 3 spots going down into turn 3. And that puts Keith Hughes, again, solidly in the lead for the championship now with 2 cars as buffers. And they're side by side. Hall to the inside of Welty. And Cade Welty on older tires in the 1. 5 to go here in the stage. There will not be a caution. There's some contact further back. A yellow flag, if there is a wreck, will not be thrown. So we will continue to watch this battle up at the front of the field. Archatsky has fallen all the way back to the back half of the top 10 in his number 5. As here comes Aaron Hall challenging Keith Hughes for the lead down into turns 1 and 2. The 20 going to have all the help from 3 Fords on the bottom. The Goodyear Mustang of Aaron Hall surges to the lead, but Hughes battling back on the outside here down the back straightaway. Again, help to the back of the 20 by way of the 1. Hall now has an opportunity to slide up in front of that 82 of Keith Hughes. He's going to stay down and try to keep in front of the 1-3 to go in stage 1. Welcome in, Aussieville in chat. And now Keith Hughes is battling for the championship lead. Has Jess Hanna to the inside. Have to wonder how much these guys are riding behind that 82, knowing he was on older tires, or if really the older tires kicked in here at the end. Keith wants to try to stay up in this top 5, if not top 3, top 2, just because he's got that first pit stall. Wants to get a clean entry to pit lane, as well as he's going to make a big charge to the inside of Jess Hanna. As well as has an opportunity to win the race off the pit road with that number 1 pit stall. And now he just goes back to the front. He didn't care. Never mind. I was in shock there that he was able to just drive by these guys coming to the end of the stage. Keith Hughes brings it to the line and will win stage number 1. So Keith Hughes, your stage 1 winner. Aaron Hall in second. Cade Welty, Phobia MK, Jess Hanna, Perchatsky, Moss, Heyer, Jameson, Squires, Cruz, Carroll, Dorsey. Reyes slow there on, as well as the 10. See if maybe something happened. Does not look like anything happened. Nothing that we could see, but the 12 car looks like he has exploded. He's got smoke billowing out of that vehicle. But Keith Hughes, your stage 1 winner here tonight. Brain, I'll remember that eventually. I'm so sorry. And see the inflatable Jess Hanna's there. Waving to the field as they come down pit lane. Keith now down pit road for the first time. Same thing with Cade Welty in the 1. Got 18 people currently tuned in. Only 4 likes. Let's get that like counter up. And can't thank everyone enough for tuning into JTN tonight. You guys are doing a fantastic job, as always, showing up for these guys here at Mondays of Thunder. And a big thank you to everyone out there for tuning into JTN tonight. Keith Hughes going to win the race off pit road. Aaron Hall going to be second. Phobia MK, Cade Welty, and Jess Hanna, your top 5. Welcome in, Will. Hope things are going well. As always, my name is Joe Towansky here in the JTN booth, riding solo from Brooklyn, Michigan, the Michigan International Speedway. No one wanted to come to my home. That's okay. More for me. Yellow Walled, Michigan. Yes. Yes, it is Yellow Walled, Michigan. Do people not like yellow walls? a real question. Darren in chat, welcome in, Darren. Jimbo in chat. Keith Hughes in chat from the lead. Keith, that's not funny because then you wouldn't be able to see the walls, and then we'd have to hear Tate complain, you know. Michigan at night would be so cool. Honestly, I would enjoy that. I'm not a fan of green walls either, Will. I'm not a big fan of the color green. Only looks good on trees. Randall, that's not proper English, buddy. Anyways, Keith Hughes with control here for stage number 2. Change that graphic over. Green flag, we're back underway. Green looks good. Yes, green looks very good in the wallet. Green. Jess Hanna to the inside of Aaron Hall. That's the battle for second. Jess has made a miraculous charge to the front here. After, I don't know. Sandbagging is probably the best thing to say. The early portion of this race. Aaron, I will kick you out of this chat for saying something like that. That is sacrilege. And your favorite color is Oklahoma maroon and cream. Don't say the same thing to me, man. Higher to the inside of Welty in the 1. But now going to have to fall back the inside line just on these new tires. It feels like the outside is at a larger advantage. An advantage seems to go away, which is typically the reverse of what you'd see. Perchatsky with an aggressive move to get in front of the 13 to cruise. There you saw almost some contact that sent that 5 into the wall. Everyone able to hold on to it. OBM, K to the inside of Ken Squires. As Jess Hanna's going to the lead at the front. Keith Hughes sticking tough on the outside. No one helping the 16, though. I think Jess is going to fall back here. An ill-timed move for driver 16. Now we got horns down, Mountaineers blue and gold. Hook 'em till I die. Yeah, I'm not the only one crazy about my college team. Got 2 college cars in this race, Ukala and W. Again, folks, if you haven't already, make sure you click that like button. Again, it does support us so much here on JTN. As always, cannot thank you enough for tuning in. Western Energy boys know how to get it done in Michigan. Yeah, I mean, Jess going for the championship here. One of our championship 4 drivers. He's done a fantastic job in this 16 car tonight. And now kind of getting behind the Fords as they try to push by Keith Hughes in the 82 and try to put him back in traffic at least. I feel like he's been no further back than 3rd tonight. And it's really given him a good feel for this car in clean air, but he'll fall all the way back to 5th and 3rd in the championship here with the 5 of Perchatsky lurking just 2 cars behind. And we're approaching halfway, Randall. I don't know how long you can sandbag for. This version of Michigan, you can generate runs. Once you generate them, you got to take them. So Aaron Hall is your race leader in the 20K to Welty. Jess Hanna, Matt Moss. Keith Hughes, your top 5. Jeff Perchatsky there in 6th for side-by-side battles between Jamison and Cruz. Now Jamison losing a spot to higher. And here comes Keith Hughes to the inside. Keith looking for the 4th spot coming off of turn number 2. No help from behind just yet. No, not much tire fall off. We saw Keith, he stayed out after they had about 5 laps on the tires or so. Maybe a little bit less than that. And he was able to keep his speed throughout the run. So, you know, fastest guy in town. But still, impressive start to the race for the 82. But he's falling back here. That was an ill-timed move to the bottom. No help from behind. Also maybe having some internet issues there with the 82. Ooh, some bumper tag there between the 3 of our championship 4. Looks like it might have got the 16 out of line. Jess Hanna to the inside of Cade Weltsy for 2nd. Now we'll tuck back in front of Matt Moss in the 3. Jose Reyes Jr. has retired from this race in the number 12. Gonna be 3 wide further back. Don't know why we're doing this. Ah! Hughes clears some both. MK looks back to the bottom. Didn't have enough momentum. Perchatsky to the inside of Jess Hanna and inside of Matt Moss. He wants the lead here in the championship. Now we're going to slide up in front of the 3 off of turn 4. Big push to the back of Jess Hanna down the front straightaway. The championship 4 all lined up here. Aaron Hall, Cade Weltsy still 1-2. Matt Moss now looks to the inside as he drives all the way next to the white line and all the way even with 2nd place. Cade Weltsy in the 1. Let's see what this 3 can do down here in turns 3 and 4. He slides back to 3rd. Going to try to bully ball his way up into line with the 16. And now Matt Moss will clear Jess Hanna and take over the championship lead in the 3. Doing well, DCS. Doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Hope everyone out there is having a fantastic Monday night. This is the Mondays of Thunder season finale. Championship on the line for our 4 drivers with the yellow banners on the front of their cars. The 3, the 16, the 5, and the 82. Matt Moss, though, looking for the race lead here down into turn 3. Trying to get by Aaron Hall, who has dominated stage 2 so far. The 3's clear. A slide job, and Hall going to cross him over as the 3's going to have to get off the gas off the corner. And going to stack this field up now. Looks back to the inside. Things starting to heat up here. Halfway through stage number 2. Again, this one going to lap 46. These drivers starting to do battle. Aaron Hall weathers the storm. Welty as well there in 2nd as the battle's on for 3rd. And for the championship lead, as MK's giving a big push to the 5 despite some internet issues. Crypt up Michigan. Looks like an IROC. Well, you know. Listen. This is fun. If you're not having fun watching this, I don't know what to tell you. Moss able to get back in the line. That gives the lead to Jeff Perchatsky in the final 4 in the number 5, currently running 3rd. Keith Hughes has fallen to the back of this pack. He's side by side with Tate Dorsey. Might have to watch that. Tate goes on by. Might not be the time to exact some payback. Welcome in, Moyers. The higher there in the 7, working to the inside of MK for the spot. Got a great crowd here tonight, folks. I appreciate y'all so much as Cade Welty's retaking the lead. Matt Moss now takes over the championship lead and is looking for second here. Perchatsky stuck on the outside with higher in the 7 to his inside. Ken Squires also making a charge to the front of the field. That inside line, though, getting bogged down here off of turn number 4. Six to go in stage 2. Or 5, we never really know. So Perchatsky in the number 5. Right now sits 3rd, has the championship lead. Welty in the 1. On top of this race, however, Matt Moss, just Hannah right behind the 5. He's used a few more cars back in the 82. It's been a struggle for him. He hasn't really been able to get out of the traffic. Now is when you want to see this 82 start to make some moves to try to get back to the front of the field. It's a tall task, but one that we know he's up for. As the 3-car surges back into the 3rd spot. Perchatsky there on the bottom, clipped the apron. He's washing up the hill. Jess Hanna gives him plenty of room. It'll be door-to-door here through the tri-oval. Here comes Keith Hughes in the 82, and Matt Muss with another big move trying to get to the inside of Aaron Hall, trying to take over the lead. He's to the inside of Cade Welty there. Welty running off the wall a little bit more. Moss has gone through to second. He's clear of Aaron Hall for a moment. Hall, though, with momentum on the outside, able to storm back. As they'll be side by side for the 2nd spot here coming through the tri-oval. Just a few laps to go in stage number 3, or 2, rather, excuse me. Downing's hard. Moss with another big dive to the inside. He's trying to make it work on the bottom. You have to make the big moves and then pull off a slider on corner exit if you want any chance. Jess Hanna has split up the 1 and 20. Those two have worked so well together, and now they're separated by the 16. Jess looking to the outside of Welty in the 1. Hall there in the 20. Samuel Cruz has dropped off from this pack. They're 3 wide further on back. It's Keith Hughes on the bottom, that orange and black Honda. As Hall moves to the inside of Hanna. Jess, though, going to stick it tough on that outside line. Saw Welty drop down below to try to pull the teammate in Aaron Hall on by. Hall not able to do so. Might have been some contact between the 82 and 3 that sent the 3 into the wall. Here comes MK on the bottom. He's on the apron. And to the end of the stage. Welty takes it. Jess Hanna there in 2nd. Folks, I lost track of the time. Boy, howdy. You're going to miss this. You're going to want this back. Field gets behind our Toyota Camry pace car. Everyone going to come down pit lane, get 4 fresh Goodyears, fill it up with some Sunoco Racing fuel, and, well, folks, we'll go to the end of this race, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Aaron, sing it, buddy. Sing it from the rooftops. I'm not allowed to sing on JTN. Bristol told me so. Thanks, guys out there. The whole field comes down pit lane. Race off pit road. MK gonna win it. Things got tight. Cade Welty there second. Perchatsky, Jess Hanna, and Keith Hughes. We'll get the one to go here. Everyone will choose what lane they want to line up in. Remember, folks, we got more great racing coming up here on JTN, presented by our friends at Scheme Haven. First up, Maverick Cup Series heads to Dover tomorrow night. Tune in for what promises to be a... Trying to find a good adjective. A thrilling race. That's the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from Infineon on Thursday night, and the Maverick Cup Series from Chicagoland the following Tuesday. Those races and much, much more, of course, live right here only on JTN. A chance for me to rest the vocal cords over the weekend, hopefully. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in each and every night. We've had a strong crowd here all night long. Remember, you can follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We also make posts on race days on those avenues to keep you up to date with everything we got going on. Again, as always, a big thank you to everyone tuning in here tonight. And make sure you click that like button if you haven't already. We got 20 people watching. We only got 6 likes on the stream. Come on now. What are we doing? Am I that unlikable? Maybe. So MK with control on the outside here for the final stage. Welty on the bottom, and oh, don't look now, but those championship 4, they are all towards the front of this field. Makes sense why they're the championship 4. Into the restart zone, and back away we go. Green flag, and the final stage of the MOT Cup Series season is underway here from Michigan. Welty with a good restart on the bottom, surges ahead down into turns 1 and 2. How hard does he send it into the corner? He'll be clear of MK on the outside. He's lost his tango buddy, though. Aaron Hall towards the back of this field as Perchatsky also clears the 15. Higher to the inside of Jess Hanna. Jess going to try to slide down. Will be 3 wide for the position here because that 7 car is there. Hanna trying to get to the inside of MK. Some squirrely natures there off the corner. As Perchatsky right now sits in second. He has the championship lead. I mean, this field, they're only going to get racier here in the final 19 laps. You say, Joe, how can they get any racier than they have been? I mean, look, Keith Hughes, there was a big move there. Into the inside, Jess Hanna. Also the inside of MK for third now. So Keith Hughes moves back up onto the podium. In the number 82, and he's not going to try to stop there. He looks to the inside of Perchatsky. Perchatsky thought about blocking, thought wiser of it. But here comes Hughes in the 82, looking for second. Keith Hughes trying to find a way to get back to the lead that he lost in stage number 2. As we got contact at the front. Boy, howdy, how did we not wreck? What was that? Perchatsky and the 5 nursing a car that has lost its momentum. Saw contact between the 15 and the 1, maybe started that all. Then contact between the 1 and the 5. We can't go back to a replay, folks, because, man, it's crazy at the front. I have no idea how they kept that together. Sometimes you don't even have a good call of something happening like that. You're just kind of like, what did I just see? Is there 3 wide now for 4th? As Hannah there in the middle getting the squeeze from the 20 as well as the 13. Cruz gonna fall back in line now. This pot is about to boil over. Someone's going to do something. Now, if you're Keith Hughes in this 82, I think you'd be wise to not try to get to the lead. I think it'd be a good idea to just kind of sit there for now. These are working in your favor. You don't have a championship driver behind you. End of the day, that's the trophy you really want here tonight. But then again, I've never known Keith to be the guy to sit back behind the wheel. Us up the track. Saw Tate Dorsey maybe graze the wall further on back in that Nerf Ford. That white Mustang further back. There you see him towards moving down on your screen. Yes, Hannah wheel to wheel with Aaron Hall there. Welty looked to make a move to the inside of Keith Hughes. Hughes decided to make a move to the inside of MK. He's looking for the lead here off of turn number 4, but not going to be clear. And folks, this is where the danger creeps in because MK able to side draft, able to use the momentum on the outside as Hughes is now stuck on the inside all by his lonesome. And there's a freight train coming on the outside. This is where race car drivers get themselves in trouble. They want to be the leader. They want the clean air. It helps with the tire wear, believe it or not. But man, oh man, sometimes it's okay to just sit there and ride and try to wait it out. Plenty of time left in this race, though, to mount another charge as the championships 4 are all on your screen at once. MK trying to break the draft here down the front. Remember, no cautions with 5 laps to go in this race. There will not be a caution if there's an incident. So another thing to keep in mind for these championship 4s, say they all get collected in something, they gotta get gathered back up as quick as possible. And if one gets away, the rest need to try to work together and get back to him. Keith Hughes somehow able to slot in between those 2 Fords of Welty and Hall. Jess Hanna, Jeff Perchatsky there right behind. See, Jess gonna drop to the bottom, getting behind the two Fords. I think in the case when you're single file like that, you're kind of afforded an opportunity. Some contact there between the 16 and the 5. Perchatsky gave Hannah a big bump off the corner, accidentally it looked like, as the 5 has issues. Perchatsky with problems there on the bottom. This 5 car is going up in smoke, it would appear. And that'll ruin Jeff Perchatsky's chances at a championship here tonight. A heartbreaker for the 5, but back at the front, it's Cade Welty still trying to get the lead. He doesn't, gets in front of MK here down the front. Leaves his teammate out to dry, though Aaron Hall can't be a happy camper there on the bottom as Hughes now looks to the inside of MK for second. Keith Hughes trying to retake the lead now. Look to the inside of Welty, now gets up in line in front of Phobia. Here comes Jess Hannah in the 16, gonna get a duck to the inside. And now help from the 20 of Aaron Hall. Hall drifting up in front of Jameson in the 31. That Nesquik Ford way out against the wall. As Keith Hughes now rides in second with under 10 laps to go here from Michigan. As MK makes another dive to the bottom looking for second. That Volkswagen has been strong. Not going to be strong enough to retake the lead here off the corner, though. As Welty just able enough to hold on to that top spot. And again, the 82 and 15, they're side by side now for second. And Jess Hannah there in the 16. He's willing to just ride right now behind this 82. Needs to get clear of the 15 to have an opportunity to make a move in the closing laps of this race. Here comes Keith Hughes looking to the bottom. Hughes trying to take the win. Not going to care about the championship. If you're Jess Hannah, get behind this one and push, push, push. Try to get Welty solidified in the lead as Jess Hannah goes to the points lead here. As Keith Hughes is going to start falling back. No help coming for the 82. Now, if you're the 16, do you try to win this race before the last lap? That's the question. Because you got a buffer car back to the 82. MK is going to be looking for a win, though. You see that 15 drop to the bottom. But if you're the 16 and you're worried about these two up in front of you racing too hard or making some contact, I know I would be. As they make some contact there, it would appear. So MK's trying to get in line, but if you're Jess Hannah, you can't cut that break with the 82 right behind you as well as the 3. Man, oh man, if you're in a tough spot right now, you're between a rock and a hard place. You really are. Just 6 laps to go here in the season finale from Michigan, presented by Shetner Customs. Cade Welty, your race leader. Jess Hannah, your championship leader. But Keith Hughes is looking, trying to find a way to get to the outside of this 16 car. Matt Moss there in the 3, though. He's lurking right behind him. The championship 4 at the front of the field behind the 1 of Cade Welty. Watching the miles and the laps click away here in this race. 5 laps to go at the line. Just 10 miles left in this season. 10 more laps, 20-ish more opportunities to make a pass. Here comes Keith Hughes looking to the outside of Jess Hannah. Hannah now to the inside of Cade Welty for the lead. Matt Moss looking to the inside of Hughes, trying to push the 16 out in front as they door each other down the back straightaway. Some contact there between the two Fords at the front of the field. They're in lockstep, though. Here comes the 20 to try to give the 3 a push. Can Matt Moss give Jess Hannah enough of a run to hold on to this championship, or does the 3 duck out in line and look out for himself? 4 laps to go here from Michigan. Jess Hanna goes to the lead. Cade Welty shuffled out. The championship 3 of the championship 4 are the top 3. Jess Hanna, Keith Hughes, and Matt Moss, they are lined up nose to tail in the closing laps of this race. OBMK, remember, no yellow flags here to the end. We're racing it out. 6 miles left to go from Michigan. Keith Hughes with a big move to the inside. Matt Moss in the 3 going to look to his outside. Hughes, though, going to duck back in line. Does a good job getting right on the bumper of the 16 coming off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway we go. They're stacking up here at the front of the field. This is what you want if you're the 16. You got to try to take away the momentum of the car behind you. You don't want to make that one more run to your inside. Jess Hanna in the 16 washes up the track. Took it all the way down to the white line on the bottom. Takes it all the way back up to the wall. 2 to go. As we got a crash. Big crash. Keith Hughes around. Here, one of the championship 4. He's around. The 20 of Aaron Hall's around. 2 laps to go. We're racing it out. Jess Hanna has about a car length and a half lead. Matt Moss in the 3, though, backing up to the 1 of Cade Welty. Welty back in the picture, looking for a race win. Jess Hanna with the lead. Truck Series champion Matt Moss there in 2nd. Off of corner number 4, white flag going to be displayed. 1 lap to go here from Michigan. Keith Hughes' night has gone up in smoke in the 82. He is slow creeping around this racetrack as they battle it out for the win and for the championship. Matt Moss looking to the inside of Jess Hanna. Jess blocks low. Now the 3 car going to try to get to the outside, but not enough of a run. Welty going to give the 3 one last shove here down into turn number 4. Here comes the 3. Big block from Jess Hanna in the 16 through the final set of corners. Ford versus Chevrolet in the backyard of the big 3 off of turn number 4. It's going to be Jess Hanna taking home the Mondays of Thunder Cup Series championship and win from the Michigan International Speedway. Jess Hanna with a victory, an emotional one to boot at that. He takes home the checkered flag here tonight from Michigan, a championship trophy as well. Man, oh man, Matt Moss had one last opportunity, tried everything, but was not able to get around the 16. Jess Hanna burns it down for the fans here in Michigan. Pete Dorsey burning it down in victory lane. There's Jess. There's Jess. Jess gets to park in between the 2 inflatables of himself. There you go. Can't really see it. Oh, there goes the 20. But Jess Hanna, your race winner here tonight. Parks it in victory lane as your champion. There you go. There's the picture. Take a screenshot, folks. Thank you, Brain. Folks, remember, if this is where you got to leave us, make sure you drop a like, subscribe before you do. But stick around. We're going to talk with our top 3 finishers. Jess Hanna, Matt Moss, and Cade Welty. But first, we got to get a replay of what happened there on that last lap. I'm not even the last lap. What happened to Keith Hughes? Oh, he just wasn't clear. I don't think he was... I don't know how the field didn't pile up. We go back. Keith, I think he has the bumper to the outside of the 16, and he tries to come back to... Yeah. I don't know. Disappointing end to the night for the 82. Jess Hanna is your race winner here tonight, your champion. We'll get to talk with him as well as the rest of our top 3 finishers here tonight, folks. Again, make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Best way to help stay up to date with everything we have going on here on JTN. But before we get to those interviews, we're going to get a word with our friends from AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in owner mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. Again, folks, AutoSim 2 is now available on Steam for $9.99. You can go check it out. Again, AutoSim 2 now available on Steam for $9.99. Just waiting for our top 3 to make their way up into our waiting room here. You see the results on your screens. Keith Hughes, I think, has to be the one that sticks out the most here. Leads a race high 24 laps. Jeff Prochatsky never got a definitive answer on what happened with the 5. But you see he finishes all the way back in the 14th position. And Jess Hanna drives all the way from 13th to the checkered flag and the victory. Leading laps late in this race. The exact opportune moment. And takes home the victory here tonight. Oh, let's see. We're kind of waiting for these guys to make their way up. Let's go ahead and see if we can't start with our 3rd place finisher driver, the number 1, Cade Welty. Cade, you got a copy?
Yeah, sorry. I kind of forgot an interview. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's okay. You finished 3rd. I mean, pretty good night for you in this one team. You led a lot of laps. Looking back on it, what could you have done differently in the closing stages of this race?
You can't really do much different. I think I had 3 playoff drivers stacked behind me, and when you're the lone non-playoff guy, they're at least all 3 gonna go against away from you, so then they can 3 dictate it. And there's some things that I was able to do to control the lanes. You could basically, once you got to the lead, all you have to do is roll bottom, and then if there's a guy on the bottom trying to pass, you just lift a little extra, and then you take the runaway and you go up to the top, and it's just a recycle. So that's how I was able to keep about a full car length gap, is just managing that and then skewing the car so then they can't push me and make a move. So I set myself up. I thought we were in position to get a win number. I don't know how many, but get a win at Michigan. And then that wreck with Jeff, I'm glad I saved it, because in the season opener, it was identical to what happened. And it was like a repeat, but we saved the car and kept it straight. So yeah, it was a fun night. A little disappointed to go our way, but hey, can't be upset.
Can't be upset, but obviously going into the off season, at least for the Cup Series stuff, not part of the championship for this year. But what's kind of the message to the team here in the off season for you in this one bunch?
Well, first we're gonna switch numbers. We're gonna go back to the number that I love and behold, the 97.
Okay.
Quick little decal swap, same team and everything. The message is run more races. We got a unfortunate suspension at Phoenix due to some spins that I didn't personally think were in the realm of receiving a penalty or saying I should have taken credit because I was on my own trying to fix a shifter. So had that, and then last 3 weeks before this race, I wasn't able to show up. So it's like just try to make more races, but just get better. CTS physics is hard, kind of.
Yeah.
Because the runs are huge. So I don't know.
Well, Cade, a fantastic run here tonight. Again, lead 19 laps. Congratulations on the podium finish. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. A lot of great partners on this one team before you rebrand it to the 97 next year. The floor is yours. You know what to do.
Thank you everybody for watching another season of Mott. I enjoy the league here. It's a pretty fun racing. Shout out to the Rogue Energy Cup Series. We're entering our season finale on Friday, this upcoming Friday. That is the 9th. If you want to race, it's Homestead Cup Physics. Same mod as this, just different physics package. So if you want to come join, come on, join it. We'll always take you. And shout out Spawn Warrior Monsieur. If you want to watch the broadcast for that league, JT does a great job with broadcasting. So if you're trying to watch something that is getting there, but definitely trying to model the standard that JTN sets, then you can watch that on Friday nights. But other than that, props to my teammate Aaron. We just kept swapping the lead, kind of like a Indy 500, trying to save fuel. So it kind of was like that, and we just kept swapping the lead, and we were really good at working with each other. So cheers to you, Aaron. You drove a great race. Sorry that you got taken out by something at the end. And yeah, that's about all I got. Shout out to everyone. Thank you, everyone, and congrats to Jez on the win, by the way.
Well, Kate, again, as always, a pleasure talking with you. Congratulations on the great end to the year here tonight. And good luck here in the off season, and good luck to open up next year.
Thank you. Hopefully we talk more, maybe somewhere else.
There we go. Cade Welty, driver the number 1, but he's the 97 in your hearts. Your third place finisher here tonight. We're still waiting for our top 2. We kind of just drug Cade in by his kind of just drug him in. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and bring in our second place finisher. He's your Truck Series champion, but not your Cup Series champion, unfortunately. Driver the number 3, Matt Moss. Matt, you got a copy?
I got you. Sorry, I thought you would take me to that channel that I didn't have to go there.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I you know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, I'll figure it out, you know. But how'd you figure it out tonight? Because it seemed like this 3 car it struggled just a little bit in traffic.
Early in the race, I had not saved my tires well enough for the first 2 stages, and I kind of took it a little easier in the 3rd stage and was able to be there at the end more.
How difficult was this race tonight? Obviously, this track, it's really good at making everyone feel like they're a rock star with the way you guys can get runs and big dives to the inside. How difficult is that, though, knowing that you have a championship on the line and knowing you have to get to the end of this race more than any other before it?
Yeah, it's a tough balance. Like a lot of times in these championship races, I've been known to just hang out at the back, but it wasn't very. I was feeling like I wanted to have some more fun tonight, so we went up there and raced it around a little bit. So
you're saying it's fun to race here at MOT?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a blast with these guys.
And obviously, I got to ask you, second place here in the championship, second place in the race, as it turns out. What more can you do there on that last lap? You're right there behind Jess. I think Jess did a great job into 3. Kind of blocking the run and whatnot. What if anything could you have done differently in looking back on the end of this race?
Well, once Keith wrecked, I saw Cade was coming fast behind me. Honestly thought me and Cade were going to blow right by Jess, and that didn't happen once we caught up to him. And then I think he drove it about as far as he could into the corners there and made it stick because I was trying to do the same thing and I couldn't even get to him. So I was trying to. He's my teammate, but I was trying everything I could to pass him and beat him.
Well, Matt, a fantastic end to the season. I know it's not the ultimate goal, but you did win that truck title. I just had to mention that one more time just in case no one knew.
I noticed that you said it a bunch of times during the race, so that was awesome.
That check did clear, by the way. But a fantastic run. You guys do a fantastic, spectacular, amazing, throw in a thesaurus to boot job here at MOT. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity talk about all the things you got going on here at MOT here in the off season if you want, and of course thank all those sponsors on the car.
yeah, I'd like to just thank everybody. Jeff puts on a good show here. He's gonna put some of us in charge to kind of do what we can to make the races more fun and more competitive. We had the most winners I think we've ever had in a season for a cup for sure. And yeah, a little disappointed that I came up short there, but it is what it is. And it's just nice that the league is progressing. We've come a long way since we started, and I'm just happy to be racing with these guys. Guys like Keith, and once we had Alex Darby for a while, and he pushed us as far as he could, and Keith came in and pretty much took over for Alex Darby, and Keith is like top dog in the league, so it didn't, we have to beat him to win races and championships. So, but we've got a lot of new guys that have come in. I mean, guys like Cade and Aaron, and I don't want to just like single out guys, but guys like that have been so fast and pushed us as far as we could. Guys like Jeff, who won the championship last year, these guys are fast, and it's tough to win races. So just wanted to say shout out to everybody at MOT and everybody who helps make it better. Congrats to Jess.
Well, Matt, again, congratulations on a fantastic year. As always, a pleasure talking with you after the race. Good luck here in the off season. Know you got some stuff going on with the SummerSlam series, and again, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Joe.
Matt Moss, driver the number 3, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's finally go ahead and bring in our race winner, our champion. He's the driver of the number 16 Ford. You could read the numbers on his door tonight. Jess Hanna. Jess, you got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
How does it feel to hoist that big trophy, buddy?
Oh, my God. I got the monkey off my back. 8 seasons, and I finally get the championship. And it's also my first non-super speedway win. Granted, yes, Michigan races like a super speedway, but oh, my God. So many emotions right now.
Hey, you don't have to qualify the win because it's a win and it's a championship win. How, we saw early in this race, it felt like you were just content with riding around at the back, but then the end of stage 1 crept in. The 16 car went to the front. How important and how much planning did you do about calling your shot when you were going to start trying to make your charge to the front of the field?
Well, I had a horrible qualifying lap, so that's my first adversity to overcome. But then I was just kind of riding around, getting a feel for the track, seeing how the draft works and what grooves work for me. And I found where I could kind of, put it in low towards the line and I can make up some spots. And once I figured that out, I'm like, I got to get going. I got to get up there because I'm not going to compete if I'm not going to be up there.
Well, compete and you're up there at the end. How crazy was that shuffle with you championship 4? Obviously, we saw the contact there with the 82. He was trying to make a move on you. I think he got the worst end of it, unfortunately for him. But how hectic was it with all 4 of the championship 4 up there in the late stage of this race?
Well, I'm dripping in sweat. So it was very unnerving. Like, Jeff would creep in below and he'd get in front of me and then I'd get in front of him and then here comes Matt and Keith hung out in front most of the race. He led the most laps, 24 laps. It was very nerve wracking. And my heart kind of broke when I saw Keith spinning behind me, because he's a hell of a competitor, and it's sad to see him go down like that in the championship race. But then my adrenaline kicked in, my heart started pounding. All I had was Matt behind me, and it's like, okay, Matt, don't kill me.
Well, Jess, a big win here tonight. Know it's been a rough couple weeks for you. I know this win has to feel really big, has to feel really good. You talked about it there, saying it, don't worry about the super speedway thing. It's a win. A win is a win is a win. A championship, you said it, got the monkey off your back here in season 8. Before we let you go, want to give you the opportunity. You got a lot of great family out there. You got a lot of folks tuning in, cheering you on, congratulating you in chat. Also, you got a lot of great things going on here at MOT, so I want to give you as much time as possible. Thank all the fine folks that get you out to the racetrack. Tell us more about MOT, what you want to, and I'm going to hand this mic over to you, and I'm going to sit back and relax a little bit.
All right. Well, first, I want to thank everybody that raced this season, Trucks, Cup, Dash Series. It was it was our best season yet. We dubbed it the season of fun, and there's a lot more fun to come. I want to thank my fellow admin, Keith, Matt, Mike Carroll, and Tate Dorsey, who, you know, did the setups, did the track adjustments, and made this beautiful Michigan night. Personally, I do want to thank my girlfriend, Katie, who supports me in this. You know, like I said, I was racing with like a heavy heart tonight with losing my dog last week. And I know she's looking down, and because she always hung out with me when I was racing, and it was awesome, and it's heartbreaking to not have her here, but you know what? I know she was looking down on me, and she's like, yeah, way to go, buddy. And I want to thank you guys for putting on an amazing broadcast. Never disappoint. And if anyone listening wants to come sign up, mondayswiththunder.weebly.com is our website. You can hit us up on Facebook. I think we have a Twitter now. Plenty of opportunities to join. We will be starting a SummerSlam short track series starting June 19th, and then we'll probably hit up Cup and Truck more around like Labor Day, around that time.
Well, a great schedule to come here, Jess. Again, congratulations on the championship. Go soak it in. I heard some stories earlier down in the garage area about things you might or might not have done in the past. Don't do them here tonight. Take it easy. Take this championship. Celebrate it to the moon and back. Congratulations, Jess. And as always, it's our pleasure to come out, and it's a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you so much. You have a great night.
Jess Hanna, driver of the number 16. Your Season 8 Mondays of Thunder Cup Series champion. Whew. All right, folks. That's it. That's what we got here for tonight. One more night of racing action coming at you tomorrow night. But boy, howdy, we had a spectacular race here tonight from Michigan. It puts on a great show. The guys here at Mondays of Thunder put on a great show. They love this league. They love everything they do. It's such a cool group. And you want to make sure you stay up to date with them. Again, you heard Jess say it. mondayswiththunder.weebly.com. We got a link down in the video description below. You can find out more. You can find out the racing schedule. Heck, you can sign up to come race with the guys here at MOT. You might even see me here eventually sometime this summer if they can get me out to the racetrack. But folks, make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video, subscribe. Doing that helps support us so much here on JTN. We can't thank you enough, as always, for your support. Make sure you're also following us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We're also live over on Twitch with every broadcast now, so go check that out as well. Again, a big thank you to all the guys here at MOT. You heard Jess say it, the entire admin team. A big thank you to Jess as well for being our point of contact here at MOT and bringing us out to these races. It's been a fun ride here this year. Limited races, but I think we saw the best of them on JTN. Another special thanks to Greg Shetner, Shetner Customs. Remember, you can check them out for all your NR 2003 and custom design needs. With all that being said, though, folks, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, I've been Joe Towansky. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checker. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the tri-oval, Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and a wrecking behind him. You have cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won a Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux.
Oh, the contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins the ride to